Good evening, everyone. So today is our second day of Master Tung Acupuncture, and still we are learning a very basic concepts given by Master Tung. So let's continue our class what we left yesterday. As per our yesterday discussion, how we are selecting the protocols, how we are making the protocols, how we are doing the diagnosis and treatment. These all things given by Master Tung. And yesterday we have done the discussion. As per the Master Tung, we are having three patterns. Three patterns to treat any disease. Pattern number one, select the point as per image. Pattern number two, select the point as per channel or meridian. And pattern number three, select the point as per tissue. But right now, we have to focus only on the pattern number one. Then slowly, we will discuss other pattern. As per the pattern number one, we are working on the image correspondence. As per image correspondence, this is the belief that each and every single cell having the information of full body, a complete body. So like, if we talk about the first cell, that is zygote. Zygote is the first cells. So this is the cell who formed in the process of fertilization. And after that, this cell did the multiplications, become more and more and more and more, and developed a complete human body. It developed a complete fetus. So when one cell can develop a complete fetus, it means that this one cell having a information of complete body. And after that, with the many divisions, many multiplications, it forms a complete human fetus. And slowly, this become a complete man or woman. So in this way, if we talk about any bone of human body, any bone, either this is the bone of upper arm or lower arm or fingers or thigh or lower leg, any bone of the body is representing a complete human body. So why the treatment? So by giving the treatment, In one bone, you can treat a complete human body. Like this, the human body. If we look at the arm, if we just look at the arm, so arm is like that. And in the arm, in the upper arm, we are having one bone. The name of this bone is humerus. And the lower arm, we are having two bone. One bone is radius and another bone is ulna. So if we take the example of humerus bone, the humerus bone is also representing a complete human body. Means we can do the imagination of complete human body in the humerus bone. Even we can do the imagination of complete human body in only one bone, that is radius. Even we can do the imagination of whole body in one bone, that is ulna. So each tubular bone, each tubular bone having the information of complete human body. And this concept has been developed by Master too. Even if you see the palm, just see the palm. In the palm, we are having multiple bones, like we are having this bone. This is called first metacarpal bone. Then this is the second bone in the palm, third bone in the palm, fourth bone in the palm, and fifth bone in the palm. So these are called first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, five metacarpal bones in the palm. Let's take the first one. So we are taking the first one. So this is the first metacarpal bone. The first metacarpal bone also represent a complete human body. Even whether you take first or second or third or fourth or fifth, each and every metacarpal bone representing a complete human body. And we can do the treatment of complete human body anywhere, in any bone, near any bone, because we are having lots of bone. But some bones are flat, some bones are tubular, like a tubule. Like these bones are tubular in the palm. So all the tubular bone are representing a complete human body. You can see any bone, like this is one bone. And you can divide any bone in 5 equal parts. So this is the center part, center part. Or we can give number 3. So 2 number before that and 2 number after that. And we have divided upper part in 2 and the lower part in 2. So in this way, we can divide each and every bone. So part number 1 and 2 on the upper side, 3 in the center, and part number 4 and 5 in the lower side. So any bone of the human body can be divided in the 5 equal parts. 3 will be center. So if we see our human body, like suppose this is the human body, the arms and legs are the servant, because arm are the servant of cervical vertebrae. Legs are the servant of lumbar vertebrae. So we have removed the arms and legs from this human body. And all the vital part of the human body just available in this part. And this is the navel region. So navel always has been considered as a center part of the body. And if we go in the upper part, so this is the chest and this is the head and neck. Head and neck. So first part is head and neck. Second part is chest. Third part is center or navel region. Fourth part will be abdomen. And fifth and last part will be reproductive or genital part. So we can divide a complete human body also in 5 equal parts. Let's see once again. So if this is the human body, this is the navel region. Navel region is always has been considered as a central part of the body. So center. So this is the part number 1, which is head and throat or head and neck. This is the part number 2 or chest cavity. The navel region is a center, so it has been considered as a part number 3. Then abdominal part, abdomen, that is the part number 4. And finally, the lowermost part or genital part has been considered as a part number 5. So we can do the treatment of human body in each and every bone. So take any bone. Suppose I am taking a palm. So suppose this is a palm. And this is the first metacarpal bone. Second metacarpal bone. Third, fourth. So we are having 4 metacarpal bone. and this is the fifth. Suppose we want to do the treatment and we want to choose this bone for the treatment purpose. So first we will mark the central part of this bone. Then we'll divide this bone in 5 equal parts. So upper part will be divided into and lower part will be divided into. So the upper part will become the head region. The second part will become the chest region. The center part will be the navel region. The part number 4 will become the abdomen. And the last part will become genital part. Let's see once again. So this is the human body. So this is the center part or part number 3. This is the part number 1. This is the part number 2. The abdomen is part number 4. And this is the part number 5. So the part number 1 means head and neck. Part number 2 means chest. 3 means navel region. 4 means abdomen. And 5 means genitals. Now we have taken one bone. So we are taking one bone. Suppose we have taken this bone, first one. That is called first metacarpal bone. Now, if we want to treat the head region, we want to treat the migraine headache. So for the treatment purpose, first we will divide this bone from the center. The center will be 3. Then upper part can be divided into and lower part can be divided into. And we are marking 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now suppose we want to treat the migraine headache or any problem happening in the upper part of the body. So we'll treat in the near the part 1. So the headache, migraine, epilepsy, insomnia, brain-related disorders can be treated near the part number 1. Now suppose someone is having problem in the chest, that is the part number 2. So we can treat near the part number 2. And we will put the point just on the border of bone, or we can do the acupressure on the border of bone, or we can put the needle on the border of bone. So in this way, if we want to treat the abdominal gas, acidity, indigestion, 4 number, so we can go and treat the 4 number area. And the same way, if we want to treat the genital problems, then we can go in the last, that is genital area. So we can treat the genital problems. In the master tone, later on we'll see the magical point of frozen shoulder. We will find just in the junction of part number 1 and 2, just in the upper part. We will see very soon. As soon as we insert the needle or we do the acupressure, pain of the shoulder disappear immediately. Let's see one more example. So in this structure, we can see multiple bones, and each and every longer bone, tubular bone, representing a complete human body. Let's see the example of this lower leg. In the lower leg, so this is the lower leg, and we are having two bones. One is inner bone and one is outer bone. The name of inner bone is tibia. The name of outer bone is fibula. Now, let's see the inner bone or tibia, this one. The tibia bone is representing a complete human body. And we can divide this bone in 5 equal parts. So first we'll take the center. So this is the center of tibia bone, and we are giving it number 3. And the upper part of the bone can be divided in 2, and the lower part of bone can be divided in 2. So in this way, 1, 2, 3 already there, 4 and 5. We have done the 5 divisions. Now, here we are having a complete human picture. This is the complete human picture. So now this patient is coming to you and telling, doctor, can you treat my migraine headache? So we can treat the migraine headache from part number 1. Or we can treat any problem happening till here, till the shoulder joint, even pain of shoulder with a part number 1. And these are the very magical points for the frozen shoulder and for the migraine headache. If you are acupuncturist, and you will see as soon as you enter the needle on this border of bone, migraine, headache will disappear within fraction of seconds. Later on, we will learn that Master Tung has been given a special name to these points. In the same way, you don't want to treat the upper part, you want to treat the genitals. You want to treat the painful menses, painful period, which is in the lowermost part. So we will go and treat the lowermost part. 5 number. As per the acupuncture, the meridian who is passing from this border, the name of this meridian is spleen meridian. And if you see the traditional acupuncture, in the traditional acupuncture, here is one point. The name of this point is spleen 6, which is very good for the genitals. So why spleen 6 is good for genitals? Why it is working for the male and female reproductive problems? Why spleen 6 is good for painful period, painful menses, irregular menses? Because it is in the lowermost part. So it is working for the genitals. So in this way, if we go in the upper side, this is the point called spleen 9, which is the very good point for the migraine headache. So why this point good for the migraine headache? Because it is located in the upper part of this bone. So as per the imagination representing the head region, so each and every bone representing a complete human body, it will be longer bone, like we can see the tibia is very longer bone. And it will be maybe a smaller bone like we have seen in the palm. In the palm we have seen. So this is the example of a small, this is the example of imagination. Because when we are talking about the imagination, as per the imagination concept, each and every single bone, either it is the very long bone or it is very small bone, but it represents a complete human body. And you can treat top to bottom problem just on the border of any bone. So this is called image correspondence. And there are 3 types of image correspondence. Number 1, a complete arm is equal to full body. A complete arm is equal to full body. So this is the image correspondence number 1. So if we see the complete arm, suppose we are seeing the complete arm. A complete arm is representing a full body. This is the image correspondence number 1. So as per this image correspondence, we can divide a arm in 5 equal parts. So first we will draw a center. So elbow will be center. This is the number 3. Upper part can be divided in 2. And lower part also can be divided in 2. So 1, 2, 3 already there, 4 and 5. In this way, this will become a head region. 2 will become a chest region. 3 will be navel. 4 will be abdomen. And 5 will be genitals. Let's see once again. So if on the one hand, we can see a full body. On the other hand, we can see a full arm. So body can be divided in 5 parts. 1, which include head and neck. 2, chest cavity. 3 will be center part, that is navel. 4 will be abdomen, and 5 will be genitals. So arm also can be divided in 5 parts. Center, elbow will be 3 number. Upper part can be divided in 2, and the lower part can be divided in 2. So this is the arm. Now we can treat the problem of the migraine headache in the upper part of the arm, so near the shoulder area. Or we can treat any problem happening in the head region, in the throat region, just in the upper part. So if this is the upper part of the arm, if this is my arm, and this is the center part, or 3 number. So this upper part can be divided in 2. This is the head region, and this is the chest region. Now suppose someone is suffering with the migraine headache. So do the massage in the axilla. Do the massage in the axilla. You will do the massage for 2 minutes and migraine will disappear, or in less than 2 minutes. So put the powder or oil and do the massage in the axilla. Migraine will disappear. Why migraine is disappearing? Because migraine in the head region, and we are doing the massage of axilla because this upper part belongs to the head region. Now, we are coming to the next part, that is the chest region. So we are dividing in 2. Upper part is head region and lower part is chest. In the chest, we know we are having heart, we are having lungs. So that's why before starting our fight and before starting our wrestling, we do like that. Because we are igniting the energy in our heart. Heart is the place of enthusiasm, joy, happiness. Heart is the place of fire. We are igniting our fire. So before starting wrestling, we are doing this. Not only this, if you are looking that someone is collapsing down, becoming unconscious immediately, getting heart attack, and you don't know what to do, just do the tapping here. That's it. And the master tongue acupuncture, we are having multiple points in this part. They are wonderful for high blood pressure, many problems which is connected with the heart, and we will learn all the points. So that time we will use this concept that as per the imagination, this is the chest cavity. Then you will easily understand that for high blood pressure, why we are choosing this area. What is the connection of this area with the high blood pressure? What is the connection? So this area having excellent point. You put the point and you will see results in the blood pressure within 5 to 10 minutes. So we will learn the exact location. So right now my concern is this, that we should understand that this area belongs to the chest cavity. The upper area belongs to the head region. So we can treat the migraine. We can treat the multiple disorders connected to the brain. We can treat the clots, brain stroke. We can treat the paralysis condition where brain is involved. And from the second part, we can treat the multiple chest condition. Like we can treat the high blood pressure. We can treat the chest pain and multiple problems connected with the chest cavity. Now coming to the elbow region. The elbow region is the central part of the body like a navel region. And we know nowadays it is very common that many people are suffering with the navel dislocation or having some issue connected with the digestion. So we can do the massage of the elbow every day. So this is the simple treatment because we have to learn simple first. Then we will go on the deeper aspect. Now, in the acupressure method, you will find that if you want to correct the navel dislocation, so morning when you get up, so morning when you are getting up, you just treat the elbow area. How can we treat the elbow area? Make a fist, thumb pointed towards you, like drinking something. So thumb pointing towards you. This hand in the karate position, keeping this hand on the elbow. Now, doing this thing, trying to bring it till the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hand is just on the joints. So I am trying to give the acupressure here, because if I do the acupressure on the navel region, this is a very good practice for the elbow pain as well as the navel dislocation. So if someone is having problem of the navel, so suffering with the indigestion, diarrhea, bloating, abdominal problem, so morning when you get up, do this practice 12 to 15 times, empty stomach. And same you can do in the other side. Make a fist, thumb towards you, karate position, keeping on the elbow joints. And this is a very famous technique in the acupressure. But in the acupressure, it is not explained that doing why we can correct the navel with this method, how navel is connected with the elbow. This method, so this concept we can learn in the master tome, because as per the master tome, elbow region is the central part of the body. Elbow region is the central part of the body, like a navel. So if someone is having navel problem, navel dislocation, diarrhea, constipation, gas, acidity, bloating, indigestion, any gastric disorders, you can do this practice in the morning. And you can suggest to your patients. So after a few days, your patient will feel very good in the digestive disorders. So elbow is the center part. If you want to know the exactly, then I can tell you the elbow is like a solar plexus of the body, because solar plexus is the center part of the body. Solar plexus. And when we touch the navel, we can feel the vibration in the center if our solar plexus is correct in position. But if you ask me which is the center part of the body, so the answer is solar plexus. But we are just telling navel. So in this way, Master Tung has told that we can do the treatment in the normal position and in the Sirsasana, means in the reverse position. So what is reverse position? Let's see. So look at this image again. Now I am bringing one more image here. So this is another image. In the first image of the arm, shoulder in the upper part. In the second imagination, fingers are in the upper part. And again, we are doing the same division. So elbow will be center. Upper part 1, 2, 4, and 5. So as per reverse imagination, if you want to treat the upper part of the body like problem of the migraine or headache, then you can treat in this area. And Master Tung has been given the 4 toss point in this area. Just putting the 4 points, just putting the 4 needles in this area for the migraine headache. Because if we see the head region also can be divided in the 4 parts. So this is the front part, this is the back part, this is the temporal part above the ear, and this is the parietal part. So head also can be divided in 4 parts. Let's see in this image. So some patient is coming to you and asking that I am suffering with the migraine headache. So he may be having headache in this front part. This is the frontal. He may be suffering with a headache in the temple part above the ear. He may be having headache in the top of the head or parietal part. And he may suffer with a headache in the back part. So for these 4 parts, Master Tung told, just put the 4 points. Just putting the 4 points in the fingers can treat the headache from any parts of the forehead. But right now my concern is this, that Master Tung has given the 4 toss point for the migraine headache in this parts. So let's see the Master Tung points. Only one, right? 4 toss point. So let's see this image. Let's see this. So as per this is the formula for the migraine headache given by Master Tung. As per this formula, if we consider the upper part of the body, in the upper part, this is the center part of the body, and this is the lowermost part of the body. So we can do the imagination of whole body in the arm, and this upper part of the fingers are representing a head region. Because in the head region, we are having, in the head region also, we are having multiple parts, front part, back part, side part, and all. So with the help of forefinger, because all the 4 fingers are representing complete head region. So just we are putting the 4 needle in the head region, 4 needle in the fingers, and within 5 to 6 minutes or lesser than, we can see the results in the migraine headache. So these 4 points are called Fortos points. So let's see the location. So I am using Sujog needle or very smaller needle here. So this is the point number 1 in the index finger for the frontal headache. So on the middle joint, middle interphalangeal joint, we are putting one single needle. This single needle is enough for the frontal headache. Now in the second finger, in the another finger, middle finger, we are putting needle in this way. In the small finger, in the ring finger and small finger, we are putting the needle from the lateral side. So these 4 needles are treating the migraine headache completely. So let's see once again. So we are putting first needle on the outer side of index finger. So if anyone come to you for the migraine headache, you can put these 4 needles and you can see the results within few minutes. So this is the first needle on the yin yang junction of middle interphalangeal joint. Same joint in the second finger, sorry, middle finger, the other side on the ring finger, on the yin yang junction, and this is a small finger. So as an acupuncturist, we can do the needling here. Or even if you do the acupressure or you put the star magnet, we can see very faster results. So these are called very famous point, Fortos point. This was just a little glimpse. We are going to discuss these points in the detail later on. But right now, we should understand this concept that how we can do the imagination of whole human body in the arm. And if we do the imagination of a whole body in the arm, and we can do the imagination of whole body in 2 ways. So this is the arm, and this is also the arm, but we have kept arm into different way. This elbow is always central region, 3 number. The upper part can be divided into and lower part can be divided into. So let's see, this is the normal imagination. As per the normal imagination, this is the shoulder region, number 1, then number 2, this is the number 3, number 4, and number 5. And as per the reverse imagination concept, the palm and finger is number 1, then this is the number 2 area, elbow will be number 3, number 4, and number 5. Now, you can treat the migraine headache from the shoulder region as well as from the palm and finger. So for the migraine headache, for any problem in the head region, can be treated by these areas. In the same way, if you want to treat the genital problems, reproductive problems, so you can treat in the fingers. And we will learn many points in the fingers for the reproductive problems. And as per the reverse imagination, you can do the genital treatment in the shoulder region. Let, let's understand one more thing. So if you want to do the treatment of painful period, again doing the massage on the axilla, just doing the massage on the axilla will reduce the pain in the reproductive part during the menstrual cycle. So first we learned that this is very good for migraine, but in the reverse imagination, this becomes genitals. So in this way, in each and every body part, we can do the normal imagination, and we also can do the reverse imagination. And these two concepts has been given by the Master Tone. And these two concepts are different and working immediately because body follow the rules of imagination. What is the question? All are towards thumb? No, 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 no. In the index finger and middle finger are toward the thumb. And the ring finger and small finger are away from thumb. I will post the video in the group so you can see. And we will learn this during the discussion of fingers. So let's see this. So this is the one arm. This is the another arm. And this is the body. So if this is the right arm, this is the left arm, and this is the body. So the right shoulder pain can be treated by the left shoulder. Right elbow pain can be treated by the left elbow. Right wrist pain can be treated by the left wrist. This is called normal imagination. So some patient coming to you with the elbow pain on the right side, you can treat the left elbow. If we do the comparison with the body, so the migraine headache can be treated by the shoulder region. Chest pain can be treated by this part of arm. The problem of the navel can be treated by the elbow. The problem of the abdomen can be treated by the lower arm. And the problem of the genitals can be treated by the palm and fingers. So this is the right arm, left arm, and body. So shoulder region, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, and palm and fingers. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the right arm can treat the left arm in the same way. If we talk about the body, so we can treat the head region with the shoulder. We can treat the chest problem with the upper arm. We can treat the problem of the navel or abdomen, navel with the elbow. We can treat the abdomen problem with the lower arm, and we can treat the reproductive problem, genital problem with the palm and fingers. This is normal imagination. As per the reverse, this is the arm. In the normal position, and this is in the reverse position. And this is the human body. So as per the reverse position now, again divide in 5 parts. 1, shoulder region. 2, upper arm. 3, elbow region. 4, lower arm. And 5, palm and fingers. Now see other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now shoulder can treat the palm and fingers. That is the 1. 2, lower arm. Then elbow will always be in the center. Then 4 is upper arm. And this is the shoulder area, shoulder region. So this is as per the second image. Now if we do body, so upper part is head, then chest, then navel, then abdomen and genitals. So this is a complete table. As per this table, we can understand all the things like what. Now you can treat the head problem, headache, with the palm and fingers as well as with the shoulder region. And you can treat the genital problems, reproductive problems, polycystic ovary, painful periods, periods, prostate enlargement, erectile dysfunction with the palm and finger under the shoulder region. So in this way, we can consider all the things. So enough for today. We have already discussed that how to set our solar plexus.